Hello and welcome back to SpaceLove version 0.0.0. Whatever, which is what I'm just calling it until I actually eventually have a reason to version it. You can see there's some debug indicators on the screen. There's a little circle around the ship that's kind of indicating where the hitbox of the ship is, which is a hit circle, which is where you can get hit. Also, you might notice in the bottom left we have a fuel gauge. You'll remember that's been there a while, but it wasn't working. Now it is. I also determined that for some reason OBS records, I don't know if it's all Love 2D games or just this one. Love 2D is the name of the engine I'm using, by the way. That's why I said Love 2D game, because that's what it is. For some reason it seems to record in a lower frame rate. I don't know why. Or maybe it's just the fact that it's recording at 30 FPS while it's actually running at 60 FPS. As you can see, we have the FPS counter in the corner there, so you can actually see what the FPS is, and you can see that it's actually holding at 60 quite steadily. But yeah, OBS seems to cause some slight issue with that, which is unfortunate. The other thing you'll notice is the fuel gauge is working, although that is kind of hard to see, as there is a little debug fuel indicator on top of it that says the exact numerical value of the fuel. And as you can see, thrusting uses quite a bit of fuel, and if you're just zipping around doing whatever like this rapidly, you will run out of fuel quite quickly. I'm not sure if I want to make fuel quite this scarce. I think because I think it being this scarce, like how quickly it's going down right now, I think you will like end up in combat and then run out of fuel in combat instead of you know, being in combat for a while and losing like maybe half your fuel or just a quarter of your fuel after zipping around for quite a while. You know, I'm not really sure. And so, excuse me, so that may change. The other thing real fast to mention is you might have noticed as I'm zipping around here, I'll try and not move too much so you can see it better, and I'll spin a little. You can see little thruster effects when I turn and when I go forward and backwards, and when I go side to side. So as you can see, we got thruster effects. So when you're firing a thruster, you can see the thruster. And by the way, I will post another like download demo thing for this since it's updated a little bit. I'll turn off the debug stuff though, so you can just see it how it's meant to be seen. And you'll be able to see the thruster effects, which will be awesome. Another thing, let's see. Oh yes, since I'm going to do that, I need to mention what the controls are, which are kind of weird. W for forward, S for backwards, Q or A to rotate left, E or D to rotate right, and that's really because I couldn't decide which way I wanted to do that, or if I wanted to keep doing that, because I then later decided, because I was trying to decide which buttons will make it shoot left and right, which I just shot right a little bit and then stopped because I'm out of fuel, and so now I'm mashing buttons, and you can see it's not moving because I'm out of fuel. And then J and L are to move left and right. So if you look at the keyboard and think WASD in one area and IJKL in the other, eventually I will have customizable keys, but that's kind of a further down the way goal. Right now it's very basic. Yeah, that's the progress on this. Thanks for watching. As always, see you in space. Probably a bad idea to just start recording without even launching the game. Can I make a video in less than 7 minutes? Time to find out. I can do a video in under 7 minutes.